Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you with your good old weekend update. Oh gosh, 8.3 has gone live, Heritage Armor, Pet Battles, working towards a new raid coming. I'm just going to say the Waking City, all that and more. Up next, hang in there, come on, let's go. And Dr. Fox back here with you, and we're getting ready to jump in. It's our weekend update. We got lots and lots to cover. The 8.3 live patch has gone, and bugs, and more bugs. My goodness, bugs. We had a nice big long patch fix, and it said they'd be done by 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. And as of this post, that was yesterday. And wow, they don't usually have one. And it went till just about a minute before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I was like, wowzers. I am excited to talk about lots of stuff. But first off here, I'm very excited personally. You can see right here on the screen, the Lurking Defiler's Scale Mail for the Raid Finder. I hit that last piece last night. I'm starting to finally figure out and unlock this whole... what do you call this? The corruption thingy, and I got to turn off one of my first corruption pieces last night, and starting to get that figured out. And I'm finally excited. I'm up to the quest line where we're finally ready for the actual raid. So we're ready for it here. So I got it unlocked. I've been working on unlocking the new goodies that we have over here in the Veil of Eternal Blossoms has gone live. Shameless plug. I've gotten some new pet battle guides up for these little guys. Disclaimer on those, by the way, if you're not a big fan, I know I can hear it now. Dr. Fox, we don't want to do pet battle. If you can find 3 level 1s, even like 3 like Icky, or like a Moth, or just pick a couple up on the auction house really quick, level 1. The great part about this is the boss levels down to your character. So if you bring in 3 level 1s, you're golden. But if you bring in 2 level 1s and a 25, it'll be 25. It's what you've got to be able to... I just want to clarify that. But I've got some pet guides up. I've got one coming up later today, if you're watching this post as it goes up, for this one here. There are some dailies in here. It's been a rough going that first week trying to grind that new rep. I can hear it now. Dr. Fox, I don't want to grind. You don't have to. I'm just sharing this with you. When the other one started in Aldum, we actually had the corruption going on this side of the map. And about 3 or 4 days later, it pops over here on this side of the map. So... this one will rotate, and we'll have to see kind of how the others play out. I'm excited on a also personal note. I'm almost there. I've been out in the grain. You could probably see my character right now where we're at. I'm getting ready here I'm finally, after grinding, about to get my first 2 mounts from doing that long stable grind. Well, it's not too bad of a grind, but you get the idea. So I'm very happy about that. I've got lots of little things I've been plugging away at Mount. I am excited here. Okay, you'll see. Yeah, I hit friendly with the 2 new ones are Aldum Accord and Rajani. And there's some good cutscenes coming up. You'll have to see how that all plays out. You can see I've been hitting Exalted. I've been rep grinding quite a bit. Here we are. I'm almost finished. I still got to do Operation Shield Wall. As of this recording, I haven't done it for today, so I'm hoping by tomorrow, Monday. And a quick happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to you folks that celebrate that tomorrow and or this weekend or throughout the year as well. That will pretty much put me up to, on Tuesday, I've got 2 more normal and heroic grinds of the Avengers of Hyjal. That will finish up. That will push me all the way down to only have rep left in old Wrath content, BC content, and I think just a few classic things that need to be tidied up at this point. So I have been rep grinding and plugging away at I got a couple of new toys. I have been able to catch a couple of new void pets. I need to actually upgrade them. You can get them uncommon. I got them uncommon here. You could see here they're actually great. I see poor, but I've already, just by doing the dailies, I love it when it accomplishes like 2 or 3 things at once. There will be new contracts coming out. Keep an eye out for that as inscriptors begin to make those. We know they'll be a bit pricey in the beginning, or if you're able to make one yourself. But we've been lucky that when we run a couple of those pet battles, where I've been able to already see a couple of those rare stones drop for me. You can see this is one of my techniques here. Bring in Icky, Moth, and Mossy. And I've got some of the other techniques I use, like an Unborn Valkyrie for some of the other ones and stuff like that. But you can check that more in depth. I've got my playlist up there for the pet battles and all that good jazz going on as well. I'm excited. I have been leveling my wonderful, well, I got my Mechanome character, female character. I got her all set up. I wanted to do tinkering, but that doesn't come until next expansion, or at least that's the talk anyway. And so for now, I gave her engineering, and the other one I just gave mining and herbalism to on the Horde side. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. We'll show you the good old goodie right down here. There she is. There's my little cutie. I decided to just do Hunter for now. So I'm going to be leveling her pretty soon. We have a guildie that's almost done his rep grind for mech Rust Bolt Resistance, so he'll be able to join us, and I'm hoping we'll get to do some leveling on that. I am excited. I've also got guides up for the new Heritage armor. Check out this gorgeous new Worgen Heritage armor I've got on my Chica. Sadly, I was not able to fully complete yet. I need catch-up gear, at least as of this posting. I'm hoping I can finish a level 2, but for right now, poor Quizmo, she's stuck over in Craptopolis. That's how I pronounce it. Those that know my channel know I botched these. I have set up, and I've been starting to level my good old Valkyrie here. I'm having a good time with this little cutie. The queues over here on Anderhall have been about 8 to 9.5, 10 minutes-ish. In between, I've been out already running but it's so cool. I've already seen like a monk Valkyrie, and yesterday it was so awesome. We had almost a full Valkyrie group. We had a Valkyrie monk, a shaman. I was the hunter. There was another Valkyrie, and then the 5th one was actually like a random one, like an undead, and then another time it was a Sandaliron Troll. So you can see some of the we're getting those. I mean, we've seen this for a while, these integrated, these allied races. I still have one more to go, but I'm saving her bonus boost if I can ever get my classic character done. That's kind of been put on hold for a bit. So we've had a lot of content I've been trying to grind through recently and just plug away at. So I got my main character unlocked so that I can get these. I was gonna name her Ratchet, but I knew she's gonna be female, so I wanted to go kind of, and I couldn't really do Riki because that's the name of the little that little recruiter friend pet that you get. Gosh, oh my goodness. I'm already starting to see a couple of catch-up gear pieces dropping on my main. It's so awesome to be able to send like 415s to some of my alts already. It's starting to get there eventually. If for those of you that have bought Shadowlands, you can unlock your Allied Death Knights. And yes, we did check on this. Supposedly now, when the new expansion goes live, your Death Knights, Allied races, and Demon Hunters will all start at level 10. But right now, all the Death Knights will start at level 55. And we have confirmed that supposedly, and correct me if I'm wrong, put this in the comments, but you can create, oh, that's what I saw. It was a Death Knight Valkyrie the other day. And yeah, supposedly you can, and they were already 120. Now, they could have used a boost. They could have used a few other things. They could have grinded it within 4 days, because that is doable if you get in a couple of really long days. I've seen it in about 8-10 hour days and do it for about 3.5-4 days straight when you have that extra bonus put on, if you can, as well, in between running a few quests and pet battles and queuing for dungeons and your heirloom gear and all these kinds of things. But it has been confirmed to lead back what I'm saying is the Vulpiri Death Knights. If you start at 55, supposedly if you level them to 110, you can still get your heirloom gear unlocked. I was going to do that, but I was like, well, I have leveled a couple of Death Knights. I am excited. I do have the expansion already. I could make new Death Knights. I'll even show that to you all right in here. You can go to, where's the it's really, really cool. See, you can even do, look at this, female death. I was very, very tempted to do a female Pandarian death knight, to be honest. You can see some of those. I'll go into the allied races. A lot of these are very, very common. Many of you have seen these for a long, long, long time. But then we go into allied races and check this out. Look at these. Look at the Death Knight. Look at the Vulpiri Death Knight. Look. And then we've got the little mechanical death. I was almost going to do that one, actually, on both sides. The Zandalarian Death Knights. You got your Dark Iron Death Knight. Very, very similar to this. A Light Forge. Yep. And Void Elf. That's some really gorgeous alt Death Knights. It's really, really exciting. 58, actually. Sorry, I don't know why I said 55. My mind. Oof. It's just plugging away. So, I mean, we've had all kinds of things going on. Personally here, I've been getting some of the trim done inside. I got out and snow blowed. I love it when the snow is all powdery and it's not all sticky, and it's just cool enough to keep the snow there without it making it all sticky. Now, don't get me wrong, sticky's fun when you want to make a snowman, but when you're trying to snow blow, it's so nice when it just when it's powdery and it just blows, really, it just flows. It makes such a clean sweep. I got my pass put out for my propane so they can refill that. My path to continue to dump my buckets, and until we can ever get this toilet put in. Oof, that's been a rough thing around here. Been tidying up a couple other little doodads around here, running my errands, trying to do what we can with some other things going on. Oof. So we're going to be queuing up for that. We have the Lunar Festival dropping Friday this week, coming up on the 24th of January to also celebrate Chinese New Year. And we usually see it because, oh, by the way, Happy Year of the Rat. And if you either subscribe for another 6 months or you already just did a subscription for 6 months recently, you'll get good old Whiskers. I can't. the flying rat to add to, because and I was saying that to one of my guildies the other day too. I said I hope they continue this trend where it's like the year of the dog, and the my Pandarian character has the different ones like the flying dog and the squeakers. There we go, the trickster. You can buy it on the, I know it's blocked behind another pay thing. I know. Thank goodness there is an in-game rat mount, but I know it's difficult. So just wanted to share that with you. It doesn't mean that I'm adding to the economy and negative blah, 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 like I've seen in the past. That's not who I am. People are misguided and misinformed about what I'm doing. This isn't a normal thing I normally do. I did get the Dreadwig last year when I renewed for another 6 months. It's a little cheaper for me too, and maybe sometimes people like to say that stuff because they're jealous and they can't make the 6-month payments, and a lot of other reasons that I won't get into, because we know that misery loves company, and they know that right now because I'm briefly discussing it. They go, ha ha ha, see, I got into so and so and is pushing people's buttons. That means I'm getting talked about, or 1,000 other reasons that I can only begin to talk about. Up and down and up. I was excited. I ran my first Orgrimmar Heroic Vision. Of course, the first time is pretty much kind of a struggle to even be able to... I just barely got to Thrall in there, and I wasn't able... I got him down maybe about halfway, and by the time I was able to get my first upgrade on that, and I went up a couple points on my new cape, and yes, it's cape, and look at that. Hey, I hit my 71. I got to head back and unlock my new Look at that. And that was my other thing I wanted to share with you folks today, too. I'm very, very excited. I think my lowest gear now is like 420. And I'm already starting to see like higher pieces of gear here. See, like, oh, I'll be glad when I start getting things like 455 gear. Oh, I'm telling you, good stuff. Look, there we go, right there. The cloak is getting up to rank 2. Rank 2, trying to get it to 5 eventually. Item 472 at the moment. Boy, I love to start seeing that kind of stuff. Look at this, 475. I'd like to see gear points like that. Oh, maybe then I could finally get my Bruce, the mount that's been eluding me for so long. I know I want to try to do it before the expansion drops as well. So there's a lot of things going on. I hope you have an opportunity to catch some of my heirloom vids I put up. I've already seen quite a few folks do that and getting some love out of that. So greatly appreciate the views and the support on working on those. I have got a couple more of these little guys upgraded. You can see here I've got a rank 4. I put rank 3 in there. I'll be glad when I can reach that. And, oof, that's a bit out, but so I know some of these are eluding me, but you know they're like, well, Dr. Fox, you only have to do blah 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 blah, and it will drop. And I'm like, yeah, okay. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, I appreciate. See, I know there's one in the Eternal Palace. It's just some of this stuff is like Battlegrounds and PvP, and yeah. Anyway, so. Yeah, I'm currently at item level 433. So we're going to kind of wrap things up this weekend. I just wanted to cover some of these big things that's been going on with E3 and the bugs and struggles we've had. Just a heads up for those that are trying to grind that rep there in that first week. Oh, just be prepped. You'll definitely want to look for, if you can, or create your own pre-made groups. Because I'll tell you, it has been... You could be in there for like hours. After that big update we had yesterday, that did cut the time in about half. But it's still a bit of struggle. I mean, I'm glad that they're starting to up the respawn rates a little bit. I mean, you know, and we know that as people move on, it'll kind of fizzle out and 1,000 other things that will happen. But that's at least where we're at with that. I'm going to wrap this up. Hope y'all have. I know we're starting to kind of go along here, but I had a lot of things to cover. Those that know me I'm trying to keep my weekend update somewhere between 10, 15 to 20 minutes ish, if possible. A lot of information to cover, a lot to take in. Hope you're out there having a good time with it. If you're passing by and going, nah, I'm good, Dr. Fox, until the next expansion, or you move on to something else. Yeah, share that with us. The positive part of it. Now, you don't have to be all negative about it. I'm just looking to share a little bit in the joy and excitement of it, as well as the struggles, but keeping it within reason here. Of course, everything. Dr. Fox back here with you again. Remember to take 2 weekend updates. Take that extra day tomorrow. Take a deep breath. Think about it. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I guess some will go, who can't say happy? Well, geez, you know, it's like we got to all be politically correct. We have to all be not allowed to say anything anymore. And it's like we have to suddenly be quiet like an animal and not say a single thing. We'd be very selective. And it's hard. It's not a simple thing. And people think it's so simple. And they don't slow down and think about it. Human beings are human beings, and either they don't want to hear it, and 1,000 other things. Anyway, with that said, hey, Dr. Fox back here with you. Take your 2 weekend updates. Take a couple of deep breaths to hopefully enjoy. I hope you get to enjoy a 3-day weekend. If you're not getting your 3-day weekend and going, Dr. Fox, I just have to work every day, then I hope you can find those 2 seconds to take a quick breather while you're trying to pull yourself through it. And again, have a good holiday week. Have a happy Chinese New Year if you celebrate that as well. And just stay safe out there, and we will see you later.